Today, I'm going to be trying the cheapest audio hack for my 20-year-old Toyota Tacoma. My truck came with the original radio, no AUX, no Bluetooth, nothing. But apparently, this $20 cable unlocks a hidden AUX inside the original radio. Might sound sketchy, but today we're going to see if it actually works. This cable plugs into a port Toyota left on the back of the radio, basically tricking the radio into thinking there's a CD changer attached to the original sound system. The first step to pulling the radio out from this dashboard is to remove the climate control knob assembly right here. So first and foremost, we're just going to go ahead and remove these knobs. And then take either a plastic pry tool or a pick tool similar to this to get up behind this top part of the climate assembly and pull. Once these clips release on either side, the whole assembly will just come out. There we are. Simple as that. And now with that out of the way, we're going to find 4 10mm bolts down below holding the radio assembly in place. Once those bolts are removed, then the whole assembly will just come up and out. Now, of course, this should go without saying, but try not to lose these bolts down inside the dashboard. Now, with all those bolts removed and out of the way, this radio, if you just give it a good pull, comes out all the way. Once it's out, we can tilt it down and get to work. Now, with the radio out, I can show you what it looks like behind. Right here is going to be where that secret port is that we're going to be plugging into using that cheap cable. Once you have your cable ready, it should just be as simple as lining this up and plugging it in place. Feels like we have that all the way in. Now, before I test and verify this is working, I actually need to inform you guys that we're taking this one step further. See, I actually have this FM transmitter, and if you look here on the side, there's actually an aux port. So my plan is to use this FM transmitter plugged into the cable we just added that's plugged in to the radio to give me Bluetooth. Because this FM transmitter, of course, works by connecting to Bluetooth, meaning that instead of this just being an aux port install, it's actually a Bluetooth install on this truck. Now that I have it all roughly in place, I was able to test it and verify that it's all working. But since I'm using my phone to record this video, I'm not really able to show you an example right now, but I will at the end of the video. It sounds good. I'm very excited. So now we just need to figure out how to route everything so that it looks nice. So if you see here, I actually routed the aux cable to kind of go up inside this cubby, which is relatively hidden. It's good enough for what I need. From sitting here in the driver's seat, you're not really going to notice it much, but it's still plenty accessible in case I want to do something with it. Now, the final step is actually for these climate controls to go back on, but one of mine actually was broken when I bought this car. So I took this opportunity to go ahead and upgrade these slightly newer style ones that look really good at night. Of course, the install for these are super easy. You just slide them back into place. Try and line up this little notch with where it was previously so that it all fits nice and snug and you don't accidentally break something forcing it into place. And there you go. Just like that, everything is complete, put back together, and is all working correctly. So now I'll go ahead and give you the sample of what it sounds like. I can't play any music for copyright reasons, but I can play a part of a clip from my previous video. Greatly benefit from one of the next mods we have coming up. Now, somehow the shipping time for this specific brand of sound deadening material was faster than the Amazon Basics delivery time. But sorry, Bezos, you will not be getting any. Now, I know a lot of people will aim for complete coverage on the inside of the door panel. All around, I'm extremely pleased with how this install went. You know, of course, this is not going to be as nice as getting like an aftermarket head unit, maybe with Apple CarPlay or something. Sound quality really shouldn't be that much different. you know, I'm no crazy audiophile, so I don't really have the ear for the benefit you might get from a super quality head unit. But the purpose of this truck, again, is to be budget friendly. So a $20 cable allowing me to not only use AUX, but Bluetooth as well. You really can't beat that. Even with a, you know, just bottom of the line head unit, you're going to be spending at least $100 for something with a touchscreen. You know, anything less than having a touchscreen, and you're really not benefiting from having a head unit. Maybe, again, a little better audio quality, but my thought process is since this uses the original head unit and it just makes the head unit think that it has a CD changer, you know, it should be all quality. You know, the OEM Toyota head unit is probably good enough. That cable, as far as I'm concerned, is good enough. FM transmitter is good enough. You know, it sounds a lot better than that staticky junk feeling you get from just the FM transmitter tuning the radio. So, you know, overall, could you do better? For the money, no, I don't think so. I think for $20, if you include the FM transmitter, maybe $40 all in. Keep an OEM, good, nice looking original look, but the sound quality and the kind of luxury feel gets exponentially better. Would I recommend? 10 out of 10 every single time. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.